And this evening we continue our series, Skin Deep. The increased popularity of tattoos in society means these days body art can be found on people from all walks of life. But as NTV's Don Bradshaw tells us, there's still many stereotypes associated with having permanent ink on your body.
Statistics indicate nearly 40% of people between the ages of 18 and 29 have at least one tattoo. That figure plunges to just 15% for those over the age of 50. And it may just be that generational divide that creates some of the stereotypes associated with those who choose to adorn their bodies with art. For the most part, tattoos are a generally accepted part of society. But social and cultural studies professor John Bodner says in some corners, even the slightest indication of ink peeking out of a collar or under a shirt sleeve can instantly change a person's perception of another.
Individuals will look at you and they will construct certain meanings. Now, those might be positive or negative. And so what happens is that individuals will always be faced with the difficult choice of trying to control that meaning in different situations.
I like to think I'm a pretty clean-cut guy.
20-year-old Matt Walters is in the process of completing this large tattoo on the right side of his body. And he admits since he's gotten the ink, he's noticed a discernible difference in how he's viewed by some.
Well, I guess it's kind of jarring because it's like they see you as just like this clean-cut, no tattoos. You're like, I'm wearing a cardigan and a shirt, a standard pair of jeans, but my shirt's off, I have a tattoo here and a tattoo on my side, and people are like, well, that's kind of different. I didn't expect that from you.
19-year-old Hillary Freak has 6 tattoos on her body, artwork she's quite proud of and makes no effort to conceal. She works in a corner store and as such encounters a wide cross-section of the population. She says generally her tattoos draw little attention, other than a few curious glances.
I've never had too many weird reactions about my tattoos, but I had one woman come into the store once and she saw the tattoo on my arm, the rabbit, and she actually screamed because she thought it was scary.
21-year-old Jonathan Gillingham also has a number of tattoos, including one large piece on his left arm honoring a family member in the Canadian Forces who was killed in Afghanistan. He says the reactions to his body art vary dramatically.
More or less older generation, they'll pass judgment, I guess, on the youth and stuff, but younger people, they like it.
Having ink etched on one's body can still have a negative connotation. Some companies and organizations even today frown on members or employees displaying their tattoos in public. But that's not to say the general perspective isn't changing.
Tattooing's been around for thousands of years, and it's just constantly growing through different cultures and different, it's widely accepted, and I think it's going to continue to be more accepted.
We don't make the same assumptions about people and tattoos that we once did. We also don't make the same assumptions about people that wear jeans to work.
I hope that someday we'll live in a world where everybody is okay with it, but I still feel bad to be around people that I know aren't okay with it and offend them.
In preparing for this story, I spoke with a number of people who have tattoos, some of whom did not wish to appear on camera out of concern they or their employers had about how it may impact their reputation. A clear indication that even today, there are still some stereotypes associated with body art. For NTV News, Don Bradshaw, Corner Brook.